Good Monday morning, Streak Advice Nation. Luke DeVosta here for Streak Advice and StreakAdvice.com. Getting ready for a Monday episode of Quick Picks. Decent day ahead of us today. Some soccer this morning and this evening, along with a lot of baseball. That's pretty much that's the only two sports that cover it today. We had a lot of different stuff yesterday. I again apologize for the lack of the Streak show and the lack of the Twitter account lately. I've been very busy over the last weekend, so ready to get back into the groove here this Monday morning. Today with quick picks. So let's start off with some soccer. The first game at 11:30, MyPa win or draw, or FC Lahiti or Lati win. I'm picking the MyPa to win or draw today. They are actually ahead of Lahiti in the standings by about 8 points. But they are on the road against Lati, FC Lati. But they are ahead by 8 points in the standings, so I think they're going to be able to at least tie this game this afternoon. Again, like a win-2 confidence or less on that. Not a ton of confidence in this soccer. There's some more soccer today at 3 and 7, and then one later at 9:30. So you can always tweet the guys at Streak Advice FC. I only do write-ups on about 1 or 2 soccer games a day, and that was my one for today. We got a lot of baseball though to cover, and one of the better pitching matchups of the evening is Bartolo Colon versus Jeff Locke. A's versus the Pirates. Cologne is 11-3 on the year with a 2.78 ERA, and Jeff Locke is 8-1 on the year with a 2.12 ERA. Pittsburgh has Pedro Alvarez, who has been hitting very well lately. He's batting .333 with 8 home runs and 19 RBIs in his last 19 games. And he's also batting .389 with 5 home runs, 8 RBIs in his last 10 interleague games. So Pedro Alvarez has been doing really well for the Pirates, and I think he'll continue to do well. He's just been hitting the ball really well around the park, and I think that'll be a huge factor today. The Pirates are minus 109 favorites. I just don't see... this is going to be a really low-scoring game, but I think Jeff Locke will be able to take over because the Pirates are at home, and I think he'll be able to get the win over Cologne today. That's why I'm picking the Pirates with a confidence of about win 4 or less. This is another interesting game. The Rangers and the Orioles in Baltimore today. Derek Holland on the mound for the Rangers. He is 6-4 in the year with a 3.13 ERA. Scott Feldman is on the mound for the Orioles. He's 7-6 on the year with a 3.43 ERA. Derek Holland has been awesome lately. He is 3-0 with a 2.40 ERA over his last 6 road starts, and he's also 3-0 with a 1.42 ERA in his last 3 games against the Orioles. Adam Jones is 1 for 10 versus Derek Holland with 6 strikeouts. Matt Wieters and J.J. Hardy are combined 0 for 15. So Derek Holland has the Orioles number. He really knows how to control this lineup. I think Chris Davis does pretty well against him, but other than that, this kid, Derek Holland, he knows what he's doing when it comes to the Orioles. That is why I am picking the Rangers today with a win, 3-4 or less on that. It's going to be a solid game for him. The Orioles just acquired Scott Feldman too, so he's trying to get into the role and into the swing of things in Baltimore. So I think that the Derek Holland will be able to take over and get the Rangers a much-needed win. Tonight we have the Yankees and the Royals. Jeremy Guthrie on the mound for the Royals. He is 7-6 on the year with a 4.29 ERA. And Phil Hughes is on the mound for the Yankees, who is 4-7 with a 4.55 ERA. Both teams have been looking about the same lately, but I'm going to have to pick the Yankees just because they are at home and the both teams are coming in on slight losing streaks, but it is a 4-game set at Yankee Stadium, and I think the Yankees are going to be able to take a couple away from the Royals. I keep mixing those two up. They sound so similar. Royals and the Orioles. I don't know what it is. And they're always back-to-back. Every time I talk about them, they're always back-to-back. Imagine if they played each other. That'd be so confusing. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, I don't think the Royals are going to be able to get this win today. Both pitchers are not very good ERA-wise. They're just But Jeremy Guthrie in his last 4 starts, he's 0-3 with a 6.95 ERA. So I think he's going to have issues again today. And Billy Butler is 2 for 20 in his last 5 games against the Yankees. So again, your best guy only batting 100 versus the Yankees. Not a good situation. I'm going Yankees here. They're minus 135 favorites on the money line with like a win 4, win 5 or less. Now on ESPN tonight, Nationals and the Phillies. Danny Herron replacing Ross Detweiler. Dan Herron coming off the DL today. He's 4-9 on the year with a 6.15 ERA. John Lannon on the mound for the Phillies. He is 1-3 this season with a 5.15 ERA. Now, the Nationals have been doing great with their offense lately. They in the last couple of games they've averaged 8 runs while batting .341 in the last 4 wins actually. Jason Worth has gone 8 for 13 with 5 runs, and Desmond has scored 5 times while going 6 for 15. Ryan Zimmerman had a grand slam in Sunday's 11-7 win over the Padres, and the Nationals went 5-2 over that homestand. So I think the Nationals are going to get this one today. They're starting to get hot, and I think this streak can go a decent way. John Lannon, not the best pitcher, and neither is Dan Herron. They're both pretty bad, but I think you got to go with the team that's averaging 8 runs per game, which is the Nationals here. I'll go Nationals with a win 3 or less. Now a great game at 10 o'clock tonight. Great pitching matchup. John Lester and Felix Hernandez on the Red Sox and the Mariners. John Lester's 8-4 on the year with a 4.14 ERA, a 4.41 ERA, sorry. And Felix Hernandez is 8-4 with a 2.69 ERA. I'm picking the Mariners here tonight. I think they have a good advantage over the Red Sox. The Red Sox have been playing very well lately. 18 games above 500, and the Mariners are 10 games below 500. But the Red Sox have been in a slight skid lately, losing their last 2 games. And Felix Hernandez will be able to cool down the offense. Raul Ibanez for Seattle has been batting .360 during a 12-game hitting streak. And Kyle Seager is hitting .500 in his last 7 games. So I think these guys have been doing really well. And I think they'll continue to produce. John Lester has posted a 6.99 ERA in his last 8 games. He is 2-0 in his last 3 outings, though, but it's yeah. The Red Sox have dropped 8 of their last 11 on the road. It's just not a good situation for them. I'm going with the Mariners tonight. They are minus 109 favorites at home. I'd say about a win 4 or less you could put on that. And now this would have been a great pitching matchup if Lincecum was still what he was, but we got Matt Harvey versus Tim Lincecum. Matt Harvey 7-2 with a 2.27 ERA, and Lincecum with 4-9 with a 4.66 ERA. I'm picking the Mets here purely because Matt Harvey's on the mound. He had a bad game last time against Arizona, and I think he'll looking to turn that completely around today against the Giants. I think the Mets will be able to tee off against Tim Lincecum. It's really just a perfect formula for a Mets win today. Good pitching versus bad pitching, and I think that's pretty much what's going to propel them through this win. They are minus 112 favorites on the road today against San Francisco, and I think they will be able to beat the Giants pretty badly tonight. I'd go with like a win 9, win 10 or less on this one. This is a pretty solid pick for most everybody out there. If you don't want to, then obviously you don't have to, but I'd say pretty much anybody that's anybody should be picking that tonight. It's going to be a very interesting game. That is basically everything I wanted to cover today on the Quick Picks show this morning. Again, follow at Streak Advice FC, at Streak Advice SPX. Tweet any of the Streak Advice handles throughout the day. Check out the website. We got a lot of stuff. Again, we have an announcement for Streak Advice coming in 6 days. Just 6 days away. Big announcement coming. Gearing you guys up for that. Hopefully you enjoy it. But yeah, other than that, have a great rest of your Monday. I'm Luke DeVasta for StreakAdvice.com, signing off, and streak on, everybody.